Howdy y'all. In today's episode I move out to the middle of nowhere called No Man's Land County, and I start my own farm using only a truck and a chainsaw. I begin with $0 in my pocket and in hopes to make a bright future. Will I succeed or will I go broke? Find out in today's episode. And please do consider liking and subscribing, as it helps the channel out greatly. Thank you. Howdy y'all, welcome back on this very bright, sunny November day. Now, as you can see, working up the land that we bought last episode, and I am leaving a small strip between the two. So, I'm down to just over 10 grand, and we do have an issue. I notice a lot is gonna probably happen to some of these tractors. Maintenance-wise, I have not been keeping up. And I've been using this a lot for plowing. I love it. But I think it's time we start using the John Deere, because I don't want to end up breaking this. Plowing is quite a strenuous task for some of these older tractors. On top of this field that we are creating, I have extended that one out all the way down to the border of our property. Another thing that we have set for today is we're going to be fertilizing Rich's wheat that we sowed last month for him. Now, I am going to need some bigger equipment, so I'm hoping I can get something reasonable, or at least a reasonable size, to plant with. I don't have anything in mind for sowing, so I got no idea what I could do for like a drill. Oh, what? We more than doubled the size of that field, so we are going to need something big, especially if we are going to do like a grain crop. Oh crap, get over. Now, as for like planting, I might have to see about borrowing some of Rich's equipment, because I know the shop don't have anything big just yet. There's not that much of a demand, and the demand that is Rich, and he's pretty much bought out all the big stuff. Just what exactly did I get myself into? I don't know. Oh boy. Whoa. What? Huh? That's great. I need to pretty much investigate this one now, folks. Well, got her all hooked up with the recovery rope. Oof. This thing does not like it at all. Believe it or not, even though it may look bigger, this tractor is the weaker one out of the two. The International has 22 horsepower on it and comes with a bigger motor to boot. I'm going to get this thing over to our yard real quick, unhook it, and then we'll finish plowing. So change of plans. Just to knock it out of the way, I'm going to get started with Rich's field, and I got a mechanic coming out just to diagnose it. Hopefully it all is easy to fix. I personally don't know anything about those old Internationals, but I know someone who does, and that's who's coming out. Unfortunately, I just can't get my tricks to work for it. So, time to see what an expert has to say. Wow, just one pass and I'm done. Well, it's looking like we might have to sell the old International. I didn't want to do that kind of thing. I wanted to be able to fix it. It's got 140 horsepower, and this tractor only has 112. So if I'm going to be working with bigger equipment come spring, I'm going to need to figure something out, and figure something out quick. What can I do to make some money during the winter until spring? I'm going to do a little investigating, and I'll get back with y'all whenever I figure something out. But till then, I'm going to finish this field. Lordy Lord, this is... I think the sun's getting brighter. That's wow. So, I found out something to do is, or to get some money. So the shop or dealership up there is wanting to expand upon like mushrooms and flowers. So for a limited time until June, he said, I'm going to be producing mushrooms in one and flowers in the other for $1,500 a piece on those greenhouses, and I had to spend an extra $5,500 for a trailer to do water. So yeah, it's gonna be some chores making sure the water's all topped up in those greenhouses. Everything's already supplied, seed, everything. So basically all I gotta do is supply water. Oh, sure, I had to invest some money into it, but I'm hoping this can give us a good amount of money before planting season starts. This little piddly thing is what costs $5,500. But don't let it fool you. It can hold a lot. Just watch here in a second. Okay, so I may have ran out of diesel and had to pay the shop $150 to not only bring me this barrel full, I also had to pay for the barrel, which is kind of upsetting. Guess I better put what's left in here. Alright, let's move you over here. Strap you down. Now, I was trying to get some water. This trailer actually works out pretty nice for the sheer fact of each one of these greenhouses holds 5,000 liters. This thing holds 10,000. Oh, these must be the mushrooms. Oh. They aren't exactly growing on me. Okay, even I gotta admit that that was a horrible one. But these flowers are pretty good. Why am I growing crops in here, by the way? I'm gonna have to talk to that store owner. because sunflowers weren't exactly a part of the deal. Huh. Oh well. Part of me just cannot wait until this stuff's out of the way. I had to pay $100 just for this contraption. Can this day just get any weirder? Mushrooms, flowers, and for some reason I'm growing them. Spending almost 10 grand doing it, or pretty much 10 grand. Well, folks, I'm gonna get the tractor situation figured out, and also pretty much, well, I guess just sit and wait, really, because there's not really anything else to do until March, whenever we need to be planting or sowing oats. And honestly, I'll hopefully have something figured out for a drill, or I'm hoping we can get someone to do it for us. As I said, too far away, too much uncertainty with how much money we got right now, how much money we're going to make off the flowers and mushrooms. So I reckon this is where I'm going to leave it for today, and I'll see all of y'all in March. See you around, folks. Hope you had a good one.